What's good, y'all? This is Courtney. We finna talk about Velvet Buzzsaw. This not gonna be a recap. This video ain't gonna be long. I just got through watching it. And just wanna say my little quick piece about it or whatnot. Okay. I liked it. It wasn't nothing grand or anything that had me like, y'all gotta see this motherfucking film, bitch. It didn't hit me like that. You know what I'm saying? Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a great actor. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride for him like, other actors I like, but he's a good actor and all this stuff. And I liked his character in this. He played a bisexual motherfucking art critic. And his hair and them glasses reminded me somewhat of Andy Warhol. My thing, I had one little nitpick about this movie. It ain't even about the movie per se. It's about, when I started looking up, what it was about and all this stuff after I watched the film. This is one of the first few films that I went in blind. Because normally I'm going to go research all kind of shit about it and all that stuff. And then make my decision if I want to see it played out. I know Jake Gyllenhaal is a big name. He draws in attention. But to be honest, and this is just me, it might be different for other folks. Homegirl that played Josephina, I'm thinking we saw equal amount of time between her and motherfucking Jake Gyllenhaal's character. I'm like this, why she ain't cast as the fucking star? You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I just feel like, well, I was watching it and all that stuff, and then like the first part of the movie, we saw more of her, and we just saw basically how she excelled to the end, and all that, and I was like, well, hell, why not just saying let her get top billing just like motherfucking Jake Gyllenhaal, but it's whatever. So we dealing with the art community. Dealing with art museums, buyers, collectors, and all that shit. And sister girl, Josephine, basically what I'm gathering, like, her job is in danger. She works for this motherfucking ruthless ass art gallery owner, played by my girl Renee Russo. Listen, Renee, ma'am, bitch, you look good, girl. It's been a long minute since I seen you. She ain't look like she aged a bit, bruh. She looks good. Renee Russo looks good, y'all. And listen, this whole cast, I was just picking out motherfuckers. I said, oh, there goes so. They got some big heavy hitters now up in this motherfucking movie, right? So what it seemed like her job was like on the Ritz. Like it was on the last fucking leg with her. So I don't know, was that divine intervention or motherfucking devious means to knock down that first domino and let it be a train, a domino chain effect or whatnot. This dude in her building died, this older cat, and all through his apartment with nothing but the paintings and cursed objects. Remember I told you I like movies with dealing with cursed objects and shit like that, right? And so like dumb paintings don't, and like we don't really know much about the motherfucker. Yeah, Bertrand, that's how Bertrand Deese, he was the real star. Even though we never seen his face, we never see his face. We just know of him as he passed out, as he died in that building, in the apartment building. And so homegirl snatches these paintings, and first painting she shows is Jake Gyllenhaal's character, and all that stuff. And Jake Gyllenhaal, he is a true art critic, bitch, and he like them paintings mesmerize motherfuckers. It's almost, you know how snake charmer do this motherfucking pipe or whatever at a snake and make that snake just go like that. That's what that painting do. But the paintings are cursed. And whoever, I guess, owns them paintings or whoever want to use them paintings for greed, they meet a dire fucking end. And the one that basically survived toward the end was the one who really, I could say, who really never really had any kind of direct dealings with the paintings. Well, it was two of them. It was my, but we ain't gonna talk about a homeboy with the cornrows, cause he saw it, but it was never in his possession. But you know, John Malkovich character and the girl that played Coco, the little girl, and I said who basically jumping jobs, cause you know, or whatever. So whoever try to use some paints for greed, they meet a dire end. And I was just sitting here watching. I like cursed paintings, over like an over encompassing cloud of dread. Now, like, this some Lovecrafty and shit. Listen, y'all. Listen, I listen. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I tend to be looking at anything that with dread or cursed shit. I said, did Lovecraft have something about some cursed paintings or some shit? That's me. Trying to find that little motherfucker in everything. But, you know, it's just me. But, anywho, so excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So basically, you see these motherfuckers hit a dire end. We got Toni Collette's character. That's my bitch. I love her. And all that stuff. I gotta do a Hereditary review, Donna. Yeah. But yeah, her character, they all die. But the thing about it, we see them die, really. Only two people we don't really see motherfucking meet their end directly is look like Josephina and motherfucking Morph. What kind of Morph Van or something? Yo mama set you up for failure, bro. With that goddamn name, bitch. Morph. Oh my god. When they were calling him Morph, I said, is that his nickname or some fucking shit? No, nigga, that's his name. That's his real name for real. And so, but you know, we only see after effect. We see that, you know, how homegirl Josephine, she ended up being. And then we see Morph, you know, get hemmed up. But we really see him how he motherfucking died. We can only speculate because they did it off screen. So, now them paintings, the paintings were beautiful. But they did have a otherworldly essence about them. And kind of find out them paintings would deal with dire meanings, because what he was using for like the red and the shadows was basically blood and tissue. So whose tissue, who blood? Cause when they find out, you know, Deese's motherfucking backstory, it's kind of rough. And he did some questionable things. And so do you find out when his will, like, if anybody should find his paintings, burn them. So what was he doing with them paintings? Was he like exercising them demons that was in him through his artwork? That could happen. If you're an artist, you do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Basically showing how he felt, the stuff he felt. Just basically channel to the canvas and all that. I could see that. And all. I could see that. Now I read that this movie was directed by the same guy that did Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler with you know, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I haven't watched Nightcrawler. I heard it was real good, but I haven't watched it. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Y'all forgive me all this, young. But yeah. For a horror movie, it was very light. And I ain't talking about like in the subject matter, cause for what I read, it's supposed to be like a satire of the art world. But light as in lighten. As you know, how it look is light. A whole lot of natural light, whole lot of whites, whole lot of stark contrast, whole lot of everything seemed plastic, manufactured. Whereas Deese's work is more visceral. Uh you could might as well gonna say animalistic in a sense. So yeah, it was that contrast with that. Now homeboy Morph boy shit start going down the fan with his ass. Now Josephine, bitch, why you had to do my boy like that? I ain't like the way you did Morph like that, girl. You ain't had that shit to do, girl. I mean, you know, you try to blame homeboy for seeing his ex-boyfriend and all that shit like that. But he trying to tell you he was moving on, which I think he was, sort of, kind of. But he probably was trying to get, one last, piece of dick before he motherfucking do what he do. But, girl, you should have known. Listen, bro. Girl. Was y'all even really exclusive, bitch? But I ain't gonna lie. It shocked the end. Cause I thought homegirl in the end was gonna make it. Being that she did what she had to do, I bet. But I guess it was in her presence too long. And the deaths. They wasn't gory. They wasn't gory. They were all actually kind of tame. This was like a tame ass fucking horror movie with the kills. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking it kind of fits in that whole motif that what he trying to spew with the movie. And I said the kills weren't horrific. They weren't gory. They weren't and all that stuff. You know, basic kills or whatever. It gotta be basic if we don't see how Morph ass motherfucker died. You just hear about it. They take it off the motherfucker off camera and shit. And it was alright. It was alright. It was alright. You know, or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see. I wish they had a delve more into his background. Mainly see how he was motherfucking making them pints and shit like that. Deese, old man Deese and shit like that. But it's whatever. It was straight. It was alright. That's it, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and let me know what y'all thought about Velvet Buzzsaw. Was it worth wasting your time? Do you think the kills were tamed in a sense? I was talking to my sister. She was like, the storytelling was uneven, and I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. But let me know what y'all thought about it down below, and I'm gonna holler at y'all.